do.
Okay. You say you spoke to Naz, was that recently about this fight?
Yeah, about a month ago, yeah.
There's no chance of him being at the fight at all?
No, he can't make it. There's no way. Jim brings in there, but he can't make it.
You still see him quite a lot, Kell, I think.
I don't really see him. I speak to him now and again, so, yeah.
You've obviously grilled him about fighting, but in your comments you've grilled him about fighting and stuff.
Yeah. Well, they were about when I were about like when I was watching him in gym, Winkerbank gym, a great like role model. Now everyone loved him at the time, mesmerised in the gym. We've had champions and champions in that gym come out, Junior with Johnny Nelson. There's breed champions, and I've been told I'm the next one to come through. So everything's looking good at the moment.
Assuming that you win tomorrow, what are your ambitions next? Have you got anybody that you'd particularly like to fight? For
Not
McIntyre?
really. Just carry on the path, win the Commonwealth, European, and hopefully end goal is a world title. That's what I'm aiming for. to win a world title.
How far away do you think you are from doing that?
But when the time's right, maybe 3, 4 years, 2, 3, whenever.
Ricky, the second, obviously a big fight for you. You've achieved your ambition to get the Commonwealth title. You could have hasn't fought outside Africa. Do you think that's going to be a factor in your favour, or do you think that's irrelevant?
I don't think that's really going to come in here. As Dean said, I couldn't have been handed a better mandatory challenge in this. I couldn't have been given a harder one. But after I won things like that, MD knows me. I'll no doubt MD at all in my career. Whoever they put up against, I'll go out and I'll just do what has to be done. But I'm really looking forward to the one next. It's going to be a good fight for the fans.
Kubu, the fact that you have not fought outside Africa, is that going to be a problem for you? You know, the different climates, colder here, obviously wet.
No, in South Africa too, the weather is cold there, very cold too. So I think I've come here and I've trained for a couple of times, and I think I'm used to the weather. Yeah, I ain't got any problem with the weather.
You'll wear thermal underwear in the ring.
Yeah, he's been over for quite a while now, so he's used to it. Nothing's phasing him. I think it's going to be a great fight. I've got a lot of respect for him, Burns. Good boxer. But like I say, he can't really pick it up a challenger. I think it's going to be an explosive, cracking fight.
Thank you.
I think the interesting point to make, you know, to give Ricky Burns his credit, when he won the vacant championship, Yakubu was the mandatory challenger then, and unfortunately we came up with a date and he wasn't going to be sufficiently ready, so he agreed admirably, you know, to let Ricky fight for the vacant title against another nominated contender. You know, again, it wasn't a hand-picked contender. It was, you know, somebody who'd been here, you know, previously and had a great fight with Paul Truscott. So, you know, Ricky was well aware of the situation, and I think that's going to be a big positive thing in his mind. You know, he knew that if he overcame the hurdle of the challenge, that his defence would have to be against Yakubu. So they've both been preparing mentally for this fight since Ricky was victorious in gaining the vacant championship. And you know, Yakubu has been over here for a couple of weeks now, training with Carl Greaves, you know, who's done a great job. I mean, I think anybody who's seen him having his photographs taken can see he's in magnificent shape. And I think that's a testimony. You know, Carl's had the experience of boxing at top level himself. He knows what's got to be done, and he's done a great job. So I think this is going to be a real great fight for the Commonwealth title. In recent years, there's been some fights which have come under criticism from the public that the Commonwealth Championships have been substandard. Well, I think this is going to really be a great, explosive and entertaining fight. And I think it will be a credit to I think both boxers will be a credit to themselves, but also it will be a real credit to the Commonwealth Championship Committee.
Kell, I need to ask you, are you at all phased or bothered with the fact that Kevin's not here?
Right, I phased me at all. can't miss put me anything. I'm just cool with it.
Again, if I could just go back to Kell. It's the first time I've seen him today since the last fight when he won the championship. And you know, I think they say things go around in circles. You know, it's the first time I think he's not had a problem in training, either with his weight or with, you know, things going wrong. He's been very, very unfortunate, and you know, with certain things that happened to him. You know, he got stabbed, and he's been out of the ring for a while with different things. But he's now back where he started. You know, things have gone a full circle, and he's only going to go on from this. You know, he's now back in the hands of the people who started him off and brought him up. You know, Dominic Ingles done. You know, again, just from looking at him, Dominic Ingles done a great job with him. You can see he's in magnificent shape, and he's been very brutally honest and frank and said, in his own mind, he can't call himself the champion. And you know, I think everybody's got to give him a lot of credit for that.